What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Ready Rips YouTube channel, and today, as you can see by the title, we're looking into the future for WWE trading cards. Now, going into 2025, there was a lot of big names coming out. Jordan Grace, Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, a lot on the women's side, honestly, coming up that people were looking for to invest in. Now, with 2025 now gone and 2026 upon us, who are we looking at for investments in 2026 as far as WWE cards go? I have 7 names picked out here that I think you should be invested in, and they are at a fair price. Obviously, you can see number 1 is Gunther. Now, Gunther, he's been hot. You might think, well, he's not a rookie. He's not a... Yeah, I know. The first 2 are obvious. Gunther is a very obvious one. And one of the reasons I put him on this list is his price. His price is shockingly low. Now, it's not crazy, but it's shockingly low. Everything on this list you can get within the $100 range, maybe up to $150, $100, $150, and some later, even lower. But Gunther, I think, for what he's done, already world champion, long-reigning Intercontinental champion, and now, he also retired Goldberg, and now he has retired John Cena. I think he's obviously probably going to be a multi-time world champion as the years come. So to get in on Gunther now for later on, I think is a very smart move. Gunther has, as a heel right now, I think, honestly, is the #1 most hated in WWE currently, aside maybe Dominic Mysterio, but that's because he retired John Cena. His prices, I feel like, are going to go up, especially if he wins another world title this year, or if he were to win the Royal Rumble, etc. His prices are going to go up, so I'd get in on Gunther now, so then you can cash that in later on down the line. So the first 2 are an obvious one, and Gunther is one of them. Another obvious one, you see the rookie card there. You know who it is. Boom. Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker, again, another obvious one. Braun, another one he might be a little on the pricier side, closer to the 150 right now, but you can still find stuff at a good price. I looked through all the sold listings and stuff that are on buy now, right now on eBay, as the time of this filming, and there's some stuff out there for really, really decent prices, low numbers, autographs, patches, etc. that are pretty low in comparison to what you would think. I think Braun Breaker, if he's not already by the time of this recording, because I know he has a title match on the first episode of Raw in 2026. I'm recording this still in 2025. I'm recording this at the end of 2025, so he could maybe be champion by now. But if he's not already, he's going to be. Braun Breaker is absolutely primed to be the World Heavyweight Champion, if not the next World Heavyweight Champion as of this recording. This guy is on fire with a vision. He can go. He can talk. He has Paul Heyman. He has then Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, etc. by his side. He's the future. This is the future. This is going to be the Roman Reigns, the John Cena, who is it right now? Cody Rhodes of the next era. He's up next. This guy, if you weren't in on him already, get in on him now before it's way too late. And again, you can still find some of his lower stuff for cheaper, so I'd get on him right now. Now, Gunther, Braun, 2 of the very obvious ones. Then we have some more obvious ones as for NXT. So, Sol Ruca, obviously Sol Ruca. There's a lot of women that sell high. Honestly, the women's WWE cards sell better than the men's. It's just how it's always been, and it seems like that's going to be how it is. But Sol Ruca, she had a great showing on Saturday night's main event, John Cena's final show, where she actually won and defeated Bayley. As of this recording, again, she's still on NXT, but she is primed for a call-up, and when she gets called up, I think she's going to be off to the moon and will be a future world champion, if not Intercontinental champion, maybe women's US champion, etc. So I'd get on Sol Ruca now. Her prices, again, low for this time. There's women that are way higher than her, but my stock is all in on Sol Ruca, so I'd pick her up personally I'm probably going to pick her up, so I might get to them before you do. But if there's like autos or low numbers up there still as of this recording, and if I didn't take them, you should, because she's going to be called up and eventually headline WrestleMania for the women for sure. She's very talented, and I think WWE sees a lot in her. So as for cards, I'd get her. Then for the men's side of NXT, this is another obvious one, but there's a reason I'm going to say his name, and that is Obafemi. Obafemi's market right now is way too low. Way too low. Like, I'm 100% telling you I'm going to buy his stuff because it is astronomically low. There's some low number cards and autos that are even outside of the $100 range, lower 90s, 80s, and I couldn't believe it. Obafemi already was the North American champion, as you can see here on his rookie card. And now he's an NXT world champion. He went up to the main roster and fought Cody Rhodes to a no contest, but he didn't lose. And he's absolutely another guy that's going to be right on the tier with Braun Breaker. It's going to be him and Braun, like Rock and Austin, like Roman and Cena, like Cena and Orton. It's going to be Braun Breaker and Obafemi. This guy, to the moon, absolutely to the moon. Obafemi is that guy. He will be that guy. He's an absolute monster. He's like 6'6", 200 and God knows how much pounds. World Championship material, can talk, can wrestle. He is the future 100%. And like I said, the reason, he might be obvious, like you might be saying, duh, but his prices are way too low for what I expected. So I'd buy in on him ASAP. So those are my NXT, Solruka and Obafemi, and I expect both of them to be called up very soon, if not Rumble or WrestleMania time. I could see those two both coming up. Up next, we have two that are maybe fell by the wayside. This next guy is going to be big in 2025, and he's going to be big in 2026. Jacob Fatu. Now, Jacob Fatu is currently out with an injury, and I'll show you the next one as well because they go in together. Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair and Jacob Fatu, 2026, I think their stocks rise. And the reason why is because out of sight, out of mind. Both of these, Jacob and Bianca, are both hurt. They're both hurt, and they've been hurt for a little while, and they're off screen, they're out. I'd expect probably both of them to return at the Royal Rumble. So you have a little bit of time to buy in on them because these are the two lowest prices. I was finding low-numbered Bianca and low-numbered Jacob autos. I found out, I almost don't want to say this because I want to buy it, but I found an auto out of 10 of Bianca for under $100, and I was shocked. I want to buy now. These two were the lowest prices for the highest, superstars. I couldn't believe it. Jacob and Bianca were both, obviously there's going to be some cards that are in the hundreds and above, like 1-of-1s, etc. But you could find out of 10s, out of 15s, out of 5s even, autos, nice patches, etc. And nice for Bianca, like NT, stuff like that, for very low. Like very low. Like I'm talking, there was a nice Jacob for 60. There was a Bianca for 70 and 80. I was shocked. Obviously there's some for 100s too. But these two, I think it's because they're off TV and they're just out of sight. So people are like not thinking about them right now because they're not actively on TV, but they're going to be. She just hurt her hand. And I can't remember, I think Jacob was his mouth. He had to get jaw surgery or something. So they should be back pretty soon because they've been out for a little while. She's been out since WrestleMania and he's been out for a couple months as of this recording. So Royal Rumble, I would expect both of them to return. And then once it gets into WrestleMania season, I could see their cards going up again. So I'd get on these two very fast. That's what I'm going to do, especially Bianca, because like I said with Soul, the women sell high. So to see Bianca low right now, especially, she's already multi-time champion. She's main event at WrestleMania. She's a star. So I don't expect that to cool down. She's going to come back at the Royal Rumble. She's going to be in another big spot, another huge match heading into WrestleMania. So you don't have much time, but if you see this, I'd buy on her ASAP. Now, as you can see here, these are the ones that I would pick the skyrocket, but I did say 7 people and you may only see 6. That's because we're also looking at the 2026 rookies. And I don't even have a card for this person, but it is Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray is currently, as of this recording, the Evolve champion down in NXT. And she has 2 cards, and I'll pop them up on the screen here. She has From Finest, and she has Topps Now. The Topps Now has a nice rookie stamp on it. But going into the new year, there's going to be more sets. I'm not exactly sure what set she'll be in, but I know Universe is coming. She wasn't in Bape, but there's going to be a few more sets in 2026, and I'm sure she's going to be in at least a couple of them. So look out for Kendall Gray. She's phenomenal. She's getting really high praise down in NXT, so I'd check her out because she's going to be off to the moon, I think, because when the current crop, Zarya, so Ruka, et cetera, from NXT Women's Division start to move up, JC Jane as well. When they start to move up, they need a new top talent for NXT, and I think Kendall Gray is going to be one of them. Let me know down below what you think and who you think's market could be going up and is kind of undervalued right now that you should buy in. I think Javon Evans is another one, but he's kind of, his prices are a little high. That's why I didn't add him, but Javon Evans could be another one as he gets moved up to the main roster. Legends are always great, of course. John Cena just retired, so people are kind of offloading him now. But in the future, I think John Cena will stay, you know, big like Hulk Hogan or The Rock or Stone Cold. So Legends are always that, but their prices are always going to fluctuate and mostly going to be high, so I didn't add much Legends on it here. But yeah, those 7 cards, including Kendall Gray, these are who I'm looking at in 2026. And then we'll see, we'll reevaluate at the end of the year and see if that was a good call. And maybe there will be another rookie that comes through and shocks us. But again, we have to wait for the new sets to come out. And then we'll see who the top rookies are there and if they can get any hype. But Gunther, Braun Breaker, Sol Ruka, Obafemi, Jacob Fatu, Bianca Belair, and Kendall Gray. I'd be all in on those 7. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Is there someone I missed on the list? Let me know down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the links in the description for Instagram, eBay, and whatnot. Always selling. Plus, click the notification bells and turn on those notifications because I drop videos every single week on Mondays, sometimes Wednesdays, and sometimes if I get something in, I'll throw it up on a rogue day, but always on Mondays, so make sure to come back for those. And without further ado, I'll see you next time. Peace.